Hello, as you can see by the title, I'm here to talk about something that happens 50% of the time when people get married, divorce. This time we're talking about comedian and actor Anthony Anderson from the show Blackish and many other shows we love. Also Hustle and Flow. People forget he was in Hustle and Flow, but he definitely was. Him and his wife have been married for 30 years. They actually met at Howard University. And most of the information I'm going to be giving to you guys today comes from Essence article. They wrote a pretty good article and has a lot of good pictures. So let me kind of share my screen so you can see what I'm referencing. And it'll take a couple of seconds. And there we are. Okay. Essence is fair use, by the way. Anthony Answer and wife Albina divorcing after 22 years of marriage, a timeline of their relationship. Okay. I don't know if any of you can remember, but about 5 to 6 years ago, they were the wife actually filed for divorce then and they reconciled. Now, looking at their kids' ages, their kids are like they have a daughter that's 26 and a son that's 22. So I'm assuming what happened is she probably decided to come back for the kids because just doing quick math, they would still be in high school around that time, 2015. So what I'm assuming now is they're both are grown, probably live on their own, graduated from college, and she probably said, "Hey, it's time for us to go and move on. Uh, we have exhausted everything we can out of this relationship, trying to go meet other people." That's the lovely couple right there. Okay, let me read the article for you guys. Anthony Anderson and wife Albina Anderson seem to be going their separate ways after two children and 22 years of marriage. According to TMZ, Albina recently filed for divorce on Friday in Los Angeles. She is seeking spousal support and for the actor to pay her attorney's fees. As mentioned, the couple have two children and daughter Kyra, 26, and son Nathan, 22, an actor himself who appeared in the Netflix sitcom Richie Rich. That's a tidbit I didn't know. This isn't the first time Albina has filed for divorce. She attempted to end the marriage in 2015 after the couple was separated for a period of time. However, the couple decided to work things out and maintain a united front from that time on. I mean, I always said if I had to go through a separation, if we separate, I just can't see me getting back with someone. I mean, as they say, either absence makes the heart grow fonder, but I feel like if it's already going down, absence basically puts the nail in the coffin. I mean, how many people actually get back together after a separation? I mean, both parties are usually ready to move on. If I can stay gone from you for 6 months, I mean, what kind of love is still there if I can just leave you for 6 months or a year? Like, I just don't. I couldn't see me personally getting back into a relationship, whether it's marriage or not. The Andersons have been red carpet mainstays for years, with Albina standing out stunningly next to her husband. And they added a lot of photos for you guys. Okay. They actually met in 1989 at Howard University. Here's a quote from Anthony Anderson. My sophomore year, her freshman year. I knew a girl who lived in the apartment, so I went to knock on the door to invite her to this party that me and my buddies were having. My wife answered the door. I was like, I was coming to invite Stacy to this party we're having. Stacy didn't show up, but my wife did, and we have been together ever since that night. He told Parade, and I was just me. I got there early. She didn't see nobody else. She was all right. I'm gonna rock with this dude. Here's a pretty old picture of them. Judging by that shirt Anthony Anderson have on, this has to be the '90s. You can tell. Uh, you can see her in the picture. Okay, and they actually wed 10 years later in 1999. There's a couple of more pictures. You can tell these pictures are really old. To help him actually get his career started, he tells an interesting story here of going to his first audition and needing her car. And after the audition, he actually drove home and hit a school bus. Now that's a story of struggle. You, those are the type of stories that only happen when you trying to make your way up the ladder. Okay, here's even more pictures. She became a stay-at-home mom to be present for the kids. See, I read this article early even before I'm clicking on it, and okay, she decided to become a homemaker after a few years of marriage, right? And she had a career as an electronic publicity department at NBC. Yeah, I need you, college educated type, to tell me, is that a good job? I'm just looking at the title. I would assume it's a good job. So tell me, is that a good career? And just tell me what you know about it in the comment section, right? So she decided to become a stay-at-home mom. Now here's a recent picture. Now the kids kind of still look young, or like teenagerish. So I'm gonna say it's not that long ago, but you can see. I always said many women look better as they and refined as they get older. His wife is an example. Look how she looks as she gets old, as she's gotten older compared to the older photos. She learned how to dress. She learned how to wear her makeup properly and how to style her hair. And look like she's gotten into shape. If I'm being honest, she's a very, very beautiful woman. I'm sure she will move on fairly easily. And we know Anthony can move on. He's rich, so they both will more than likely be all right. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that, but when he shot Hustle and Flow, he actually got a sexual harassment case, or it was, I'm sorry, a sexual assault. Extra on the set of the movie said he sexually assaulted her. Now they actually threw this case out for lack of evidence, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're innocent. So if I just have to assume, I'm gonna assume some infidelity probably took place, and she just basically reached her breaking point. Okay. She also motivated him to have a healthier lifestyle. He was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, he had high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. Now, having one of those things would be bad, but all three at the same time, hey, nah, he needs to get his health in check. You see him now. He used to be a pretty heavy set guy. If you Google some pictures, he's pretty much in shape right here, as you can tell. There she is. That's her. That girl, his beautiful wife again. She used to be on the red carpet all the time. I remember seeing him, and she always stood out. Either when they were in the audience or just taking pictures like of that kind. So of course, like I said they split in 2015. Then they reconciled 2 years later. See, look, so they separated for 2 years. I need someone in the comment section to let me know. Can you stay gone from someone from 2 years and still have that same feeling? Like 2 years, you can stay if you love. I just can't imagine, as much as I love my wife, loving someone and can be separated for 2 years. I just don't see why we would get back together. Okay, so let me stop this screen share and just give my opinion. Like I said, I have a opinion as far as if you guys were divorcing a person, because I was gonna say maybe they should, try to keep being friends. But then, as I'm thinking about it, could I really do that? Could you do it? Leave a comment and let me know if you could do it. Because if you with somebody for 30 years and y'all decide to go your separate ways, then you would have to be around when that person moves on, and you have to create some little awkward friendship situation with the new person. And to me, that just seemed too awkward to do that. So I would rather just cut ties and move on altogether. Not saying like if I saw him in public, I would make it awkward. No, but I just wouldn't want to stay in touch. I just want to move on. Let's just move on. You go your way, I go my way. I mean, if we can stay that close and be friends like that, we might as well just stay together. So what do you guys think? Divorce is a hard thing, but sometimes it's a necessary thing. I don't recommend anybody staying together in situations where they aren't happy, especially at that age. The older you get, the clock start ticking a little bit faster. You start getting things wrong with your body. Look at those things. Look at those three things that was wrong with him for a while. You never know when it's going to be your time to go. Enjoy every moment that you put her on this earth. Is how I look at it. Now, Anthony Anderson, Anthony Anderson, he's a pretty funny guy to me. He's more on the Will Smith type spectrum of corniness type of with his jokes, but I don't have anything wrong with him. I always say like people like Anthony Anderson, Will Smith are better on sitcoms than they are when it comes to like stand up comedy. Like I seen Anthony Anderson many years ago, and the jokes just didn't hit the same when you're on the stage. Hearing those corny type jokes, this doesn't work in a stand up environment, in my opinion. But on TV shows, they work perfect. That's why Will was so good on Fresh Prince, and that's why I think this guy is so good on that show he had with Blackish. I think he's a good actor, by the way. Many of you people don't know, but he actually grew up in Compton, and to my understanding, I thought they actually grew up together and they met in Compton. But As you can see, they made in college. So like, subscribe to my channel if you like my content. I talk about urban news, not just celebrities, but news in general. I talk about Black women getting kidnapped, or like abusive situations. There's any news that affects the Black community as a whole. I want to make a video about reparations. Actually, in California, I don't know if you guys heard, but they had passed the reparations thing last year, and if any of you people follow Tyreek, he talks about only FBA, which I agree with it, receiving the money. So they actually put a provision that stated only African Americans could receive the money. At first, they had it to where any Black person could. Now, I'm somebody who believes this: either we get the money or no one gets it. I don't care. I don't care if you offer me $1 million a piece. If somebody else get the money, like transgender, whatever type of fake minority y'all want to throw in that gets the benefits of everything we had to work hard for and get beat over our heads for, I'd rather not have it than anyone else get a piece of it. I'm not with the identity politics. I'm not with the holding hands or thinking that we in other groups can get, or that we in this together. I just don't believe that. I think to pull ourselves out of the ground and pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, it needs to be a collective effort with Black men and Black women trying to do better and striving to make our communities better. So again, that's kind of all I have to say about this topic. But like, subscribe, and hit the notification, and I'll see you guys again with another video. Have a good day.